And we are seeing PG&E crews across the Bay Area working very early this morning.
That's right. Everybody wants to know, when's my power coming back? Today in the Bay's Bob Redell joins us live from Walnut Creek this morning, where PG&E has been on the scene of just another power outage out there. How's it looking, Bob?
Power's still out. We're at Ignacio Valley Road at the intersection with Homestead here in Walnut Creek. You can see the traffic lights in the foreground. Those are out. And if you see in the background, you look up a little bit, you can see a power pole that's snapped in half and that is leaning over traffic. What you can't see, there is a PG&E truck. They've got a cherry picker up and they've attached that power pole to the cherry picker so it doesn't fall down anymore. The workers are on scene, but they aren't working right now. We assume they're either waiting for the sunlight to come up, waiting for equipment, or a combination of both. But they are aware that the power is out here, and as you can see, people are obeying the rules. They are stopping at this traffic light and treat it as a four-way stop whenever the power is not on. Unfortunately, this is a familiar scene throughout the Bay Area after yesterday's storm brought lots of wind and took down a number of trees. For instance, in the South Bay, a tree fell onto the light rail tracks. This is at 2nd and Santa Clara in San Jose. Some VTA stations also lost power yesterday. It's not clear if those will be re-energized in time for this morning's commute. Rain, also a major issue yesterday, as Carrie's been talking about. The water rose so fast in the Guadalupe River in San Jose that two different groups of 3 people, so 6 in all, along with their dogs, they became stranded on little islands, and they had to be saved by a swift water rescue team with the San Jose Fire Department.
And they're screaming. And unfortunately, like everybody, we can't really help, like, because, you know, the storm is getting big, the water's getting huge, and, you know, if we get step inside, the current's really strong.
Take a look at your screen. The Eastside Union High School District in the South Bay has closed 5 high schools and 2 other locations today due to power outages. We're also waiting to find out if the Los Gatos Union School District will hold classes today. Depends on whether or not PG&E was able to restore power to those schools. I did check with their website. They were supposed to have an update at 6 o'clock. Here it is at 6:30, and still no update. Reporting live here in Walnut Creek, Bob Redell, Today in the Bay.
All right, thank you, Bob. My house, one of the ones in the dark this morning. I was wondering, when is the power coming back on?
Well, joining us this morning is Denny Boyles. He's with PG&E. Thanks so much for joining us. We know it's such a busy time. Saw a lot of crews out there. Some customers have been without power now for 12 hours or longer. What's the current status of some of these restoration efforts?
Good morning. Thanks for having me. So, I mean, obviously this was a very damaging storm. As of this morning, we have about 3,000 employees who are in the field working to assess damage, make those repairs, do what we need to do to get our customers restored. We saw it evolve yesterday, very similar to what our forecast models told us. You know, it hit the coastal areas, communities closest to the coast first, and then we had that brief lull. Then we saw those very damaging winds arrive in the early afternoon, and that really told the story of the storm for us. One of the top 3 damaging storms in our history for single-day outages. What that translates to for customers, unfortunately, is it has taken us a little bit longer to assess all of that damage, make all of those repairs. But that story's getting better hour by hour now as we get a better look at what the storm did to our equipment.
Right. So 12 hours plus is a long time. I know that in my family, we had just gone to the grocery store, and even if you can keep the kids out of the fridge, things aren't going to stay cold. So people who have food that might have spoiled, what's the recourse there?
Well, you know, unfortunately in a storm, it's a situation not in our control in terms of why the power goes out and then the effect on customers. We understand completely the inconvenience, and it really goes beyond, obviously, lost food. Many of our own employees are in the dark this morning. We're shifting around to make sure that we're doing what we need to do, and they're able to take care of their families. I would say our message to customers is we really appreciate the patience. We're working safely and as quickly as we can to get everybody's power back on.
Yeah, it's also concerning for people that have medical issues, maybe devices or whatnot. This latest storm really packing a punch, knocking down trees, power lines. I mean, I saw it as I was driving around. I know PG&E tries to be as prepared as they can. What steps do you take, though? You've already got 3,000 crews out there, you say right now, to prepare for the next storm.
Well, so we did quite a bit in advance of this storm. We actually sent one of our high-level incident management teams to Monterey County to have extra resources in that area. It's an area that historically sees a lot of damage from this type of storm, and we learned from every event. Every department here, our forecasters constantly adjust the models based on the previous storms. Right now, we're in that recovery mode. When it's over, every department here will look at how the storm response went, see what we can do better next time. I mean, our goal is always to have our customers' power on. And when it does go out, to do what we can to get it restored as quickly as possible.
All right. Well, we know a lot of people are waiting and hoping theirs comes back soon. Denny Boyle, spokesperson with PG&E. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.